Need a somewhere. I'm gonna run out of tape. How's everybody doing? I will talk about some stuff real quick before I start in my start in on game packages finish. So I won't start the music and stuff yet. Don't wait a second till some people get in here because oh wait, here's mine. I know many people probably won't come in here because they see that. But it was pretty mostly about finishing packages because I have another pickup tomorrow and I have to finish it because I have to. I postponed my sale on whatnot to because this needs done first. Hey, Mama too. Hey, Lana. Haven't got to use the virtual VR thing really. I used it. All I used it for was like for 30 minutes yesterday, and I have not used it since. Had too much craziness going on. When it's life is all about the ups and downs. And what's funny? Anytime I notice, like my life, like is everything's just amazing. Always something bad. It's like there has to be some kind of balance in the universe. It's like, oh no, you've got a little too much happiness. We have to balance that out a little bit. So let's shake things up a bit. Does it ever feel like that for anybody else? Like anytime you're having a streak of like everything's going perfectly, you love your life. I always have this like dread that I'm like, I seriously do because I've like noticed a pattern, and it could be the whole you know psychological thing of thinking into existence. Um, but yeah, I just always I started to have this dread when I things are going great. I'm like, oh no, something really bad is gonna happen because everything's been going way too good lately. Oh, okay. They have Saints and Sinners. They have that one. Wait, wait, whoa, whoa. What hurt you? Let me see. What hurt you, Lana? Hey, Jer, Esther, Tanya, Valerie. Wait, what? Tiny tumbleweed? I'm not talking about necessarily relationships. I'm talking about in general. It can be everything going great in your love life and stuff. That can and that might have, that might have definitely plays in fact what I'm talking about, like going on in my life, but that's not really what I mean. I've always well, I can't say always, but the last several years, I've always seemed to notice that it feels like something like really bad happens when, or that life has to I don't know. Oculus too, yeah. I guess they raised the price the night that I don't know, I was looking I ordered the, charging thing, like, where it will have I ordered one of those so I can get rechargeable batteries and the charging station thing, because I'm not gonna want to, like, buy batteries all the time. The charging station and stuff was really expensive. Should have seen if there was one used or something, but it was 100. I mean, to me, it was expensive, $100. Wait, so what do you mean it Oh, it hurt you financially is what you're saying. Okay. I was trying to I thought Lana, I thought you were talking about, like, you were hurt that you were hurt emotionally. I know! So that is true. So it's true so let me look on Best Buy. Is it up 100 extra dollars on Best Buy too? I'm looking on Best Buy where I bought mine. Oh my god, it is up an extra or another $100 on Best Buy also. Wow. And when I purchased mine, it didn't tell me I was getting it on sale. So that is true, the comments that were being said in the, because I wasn't on buy I didn't buy the charging station at Best Buy this time, I was on a different website. I bought it on just the regular, I think it was Facebook website, own website for Oculus, and I saw people in the comments of the Facebook thread of this Facebook thread, saying that it went up another $100. And I looked at that website, the regular Oculus website, and it was more a hundred more dollars than what I paid. But I didn't go back and check Best Buy, and now I just did, and it is. It's yes, $100 more than what I paid. That's crazy. Well, I wonder what made them do that. They think they like did they accidentally price it low or something? Or are they taking advantage of the market? People are buying them like crazy, and what are they just trying to make more like, Facebook needs to be making any more money. Come on. That's a rip off, 50 or 100 more extra dollars. I mean, the things are cool and stuff, but how do you put market stuff at a certain price? Something that's gonna come out with a bigger, better version here in probably 6 months, and then raise it another 100. It's taking advantage. I don't like that. That's, unethical. I understand they're a business, but that's just crazy. I got the 128 gigabyte one. It was $299. Here, I need to pull this up because this is crazy. I'm gonna take a couple screenshots so I show you guys what I'm talking about. That and That is just, I don't know. I mean, I can't think of another time that with this type of product that something just raises in price like that. I mean, I understand, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm emailing myself these pictures. 426? That's insane. You know what? If you would have, see, wow. I guess listen. I wish I would have thought I knew that you were like serious because I bought two at 2.99 because I figured, oh, and I'm paying payments on it. But I was like, I have until the 18th to return the second one. I got two because I figured my daughter would be, you know, taking over the one. So I went ahead and got two. And good thing I did because they raised $100 the next day. But I don't know. I haven't opened the second one. I have it because it was going to be one for me, one for my daughter. I just haven't opened the second one yet because I want to see how much we use it. And I have till the 18th. But I guess I wouldn't know if I wanted to get rid of it until, closer to that time. So let's see. I actually need to put that on my calendar. uh, that the return period ends on that day because actually I could just resell it. Like if I can't return it now that they're $100 more, hell, that's I'm a reseller. I mean, I'll still put it on my calendar though, just in case. But I wanted, I mean, I would have sold it to you for what I paid for it. No updates or improvements simply due to factory costs and market. Yeah, that's insane. Have you read an article on this or something? Because I'm um trying to see here. I was gonna. Okay, so this is their on Best Buy right now. This is the current price of the same product I got and Lana got, and it's now listed for $399. Okay, as you can see at the top here, it says I purchased on August 1st of 2022. Then here's my, one of the ones I purchased for $299. 128 gigabyte uh, Oculus Quest 2. So, yeah, craziness. I resell too. They're $299. It's not that expensive. Didn't you just hear that I said I was paying payments on it? That's what I'm saying. I resell. I make other type money elsewhere, not just on YouTube. I don't make enough really on YouTube anymore to pay my bills. Yeah, I'm doing good. Now I'm past, like, I'm not sad or anything like that. I'm just annoyed and kinda, like, a little bit, like, mad because I happened to be going over past, like, messages and reading them because it started to really piss me off, uh, because of all the things he said to me, and then now it's just nothing, you know? I mean, I've never this is first time on something like this. I don't know how to explain it. This is definitely I kind of wonder if it could be some type of mental health issue. It makes me feel like it truly feels like two different people. It's that different. So, well, I don't even have I mean, it doesn't really matter, tickles, because I mean, I really don't have those feelings like that anymore because of just how bad he's been treating me, so I just I don't I don't get off on that type of stuff, like, I don't like to be treated like shit, and it's like, "Okay, point taken." Um, because see, I don't know. I just like I said, it feels like 2 different people, um, and ever since I left, like, when I told you guys, you know, that was it, like, that was I cried for those few days, and it's just no more crying. You know, I'm just, like, over that part, and I just don't get why I mean, he's the one that didn't want I feel I mean, he chose that he didn't wanna be with me when he didn't come see me. Didn't even wanna really talk to me on the phone. But yet, he acts like it was me just because I told him I can't put up with that, um, and I guess we're not together because I don't know how long I'm gonna be freaking waiting. So, it was me that decided that because of that, instead of him saying, "Okay, he said that he'll, you know, work on it." Never I mean, because this is not happening. It is not happening. So, he chose, right? He chose by how he's acting. That's how I feel. I haven't changed. I'm the same person. I'm the same person. I'm treating him, I treated them the same the whole time. So, it's just weird. I've never had somebody like in a relationship, I guess. I've never seen to that for long periods of time, I guess. Like I can s- I've been in relationships where a guy will change, short he might be kind of an ass for, you know, a few hours or something, and then it's just like, he's like, "Sorry, I just." But this is like two different people, like, completely, like, for long periods of time. I don't know. Is that like it sounds like bipolar or something. I don't or no, I don't know if that'd be bipolar. Is bipolar? That's like more up and then down. That's like uh just being really, 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 really depressed or really, 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 really happy, which is that's kind of how he is. He is. But when he's depressed, obviously, he's kind of an asshole to people. So I don't know if it could be that or borderline. Oh, yeah, he doesn't have a criminal record. Divorced him. I'm super happy. Yeah. No, he's already I mean, it's already over, Eden. I mean, that's what he I mean, it's already that's not even that's not the thing. It's just me talking because I was just noticing a little reading his messages over the past month. I go back to the beginning and I was just reading them and I'm like, this is a freaking complete different person. And then the stuff that I was reading was just like pretty much lies. Like he said, like saying that he'll spend as much time as he can with me. Um, he'll he'll be here as long as I want him. I mean, just like I'm like, dude, what is going? This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. No, I mean it's not really the crazy. I can't say it's the craziest. Honestly, I've seen a lot of crazy things, but well, yeah, he has PTSD. Aiden. So Overman. The way you have been treated by that guy, guys will make you feel good. It's like game to the Marigo. That's what I'm wondering. I'm like, is he really that? I mean, he was so. I don't remember. He was always so nice. It's so confusing. Like I never noticed like this. If he you feel he is having what's that word? When you soon. No, I'm good. Breeze. I don't want to date anybody. I swear, guys, I don't. I'm just like, and that was another confirmation that I don't. Seriously, all it did was push me away. I mean, from dating ever, even more than I really was, which is fine because that's what I wanted to do anyways. Um, but I just would have preferred to have passed over that whole like month of emotional roller coaster. Like, please be the same person. Now I have to add that to the list. Can't date a guy that has freaking more than one person inside of them. So no meds. But why does he have to be a complete asshole though? Like a complete like I mean, just not even a decent person. Like it's just I mean, he what goes from like the nicest guy ever to just like I won't say mean. Okay, I can't say mean because he's not like mean like no, it's like he goes from the nicest person ever, most just greatest person ever, and then to the most cold. Yeah, good thing I'm glad he's gonna be able to go to the doctor tomorrow, though. Oh, this was definitely out of my comfort zone. Wait, what, Eden? No, I don't want dating apps. I don't want to date anybody. But he's trying to say he didn't leave, though. He was trying to say it was me. I don't know. Maybe he feels gave up on. I don't know. I have no idea because he doesn't communicate. Oh, and another lie I was seeing that was about communication, how he said that, that's why communication's gonna be so important to us in our relationship. It's so important, honesty, and I'm like, "Dude, you don't communicate. Are you kidding me?" This is a lie right here. I mean, to me, it's a lie. It's misleading because he was the one that put that shit out there. Like, I didn't even ask him. Like, he was sitting there telling me how important communication is, but yet he does not communicate. He did during, like, when he was the happy personality. I know, Lana, that is true. And that's because I didn't wanna play games. Like, that's because I was trusting him. That's definitely not it was not typical for me, but I didn't wanna waste time. And I guess it's good because, hey, found out in a month, less than a month or whatever. Has nothing to do. It's not any no. What it has to do with Eden is the fact that it was the g- like it was we had just like a really good time. It was a very great, the best connection ever. Both of us said that. That's why. It was not about looks thing, anything like that. We just got along perfectly. It was crazy. I mean, do you guys remember me coming on here just talking about how, like, insane, like, the connection was? Like, I'd never experienced something like that. It went so perfectly. That's not the same, Eden, but I don't need that. I don't need sex either. The only time I the only time I don't yeah, I don't care. I really don't. But yeah, Lana, I did, that's true, yeah. Yeah, that might be I don't know, that might be Rennie because I was trying to talk to him, that's what I mean, speaking of communication, I was "Hey, Jab." No, I don't want companionship, Eden. I don't. I don't, I promise you. This only happened because he's the one that pursued me, and I gave in. And then we had that whole tarot card reading, and what Mystical Mermaid made me go for it. It wasn't her fault. Like, please, I don't mean it like that. But what she was saying in that reading, it's just what made me decide to go ahead and be like, okay, we can hang out. I guess. I told him everything. I was upfront, but I did approach it way differently than I have any other thing because if something doesn't work one way and you've been doing it a long time, then you have to do it differently. So yeah, I did approach this way, way differently. And I wasn't expecting us to actually have the connection we did. So I seriously didn't expect it. It happened and it was perfect. It was the best time I mean, it was just perfect. And it stayed that way for like, you know, a couple weeks, 3 weeks. And then he just I don't know. I tried to ask him, like, "Why how long have you been off your medication?" He's like, "A couple weeks or something." I said, "Well, why?" He's like, "What do you mean why?" Why would you stop your medication?" Well, I guess it's just him trying thinking he's okay. Yeah, I didn't wanna even date this one, Eden. I didn't wanna date anybody. No, I the deal breaker is him being an asshole now. He's what he's doing, everything all his actions equal to not being into me, like, these past few days, like, not interested at all, like, actually acting like I don't exist. I don't know, maybe he's a narcissist. It is a lot of narcissist behavior, actually, but I can't freaking I couldn't see that. I don't know. There's some I think it's just I don't know. He probably does it could be PTSD and some other type of depression type, like, personality disorder. I have fucking no clue, but it is odd because he's 2 different people. I mean, so I'm not yeah, I tried to let him know, it's like, dude, everything I am, I don't know. He just didn't he's been having to deal with PTSD for several years, and you would think that he would be be t on a regular schedule with, medications, you know? But I don't wanna you know, what worries me is this is so soon on, or so early on. I mean, it'd be one thing if, like, a guy turns to an asshole, like, a couple days a month or something, but is he gonna be like this all the time where he's, like, a complete freaking asshole or just cold? Not it's kind it's it he's not mean, but it's just very cold and just unthoughtful and incredibly selfish. Oh, I know being Nancy, I've did that to myself. And that's basically I think what was going on, and I did totally sympathize with him. When he told me that, I'm like, "Oh, okay, I get it." And then that night he texts me and tells me he's drinking at his friend's, um at his dad's best friend's. I'm like, "Wait, you told me that you don't wanna be around me because you don't feel right and you get like this, like, can't get on the medication right. You can't get the medication right, and you sometimes get like this, and you just like to be alone during these times." And I'm like, okay, that's fine, because I know I've been weird before. I missed things before too because of medication, not having my correct, anymore on my antidepressant. And this just happened recently for me. And then, that's when later at night he's over at he's over drinking. That fucking whole weekend, he was it's not even a weekend. It's his weekend because it's the days he's off. He was drinking the whole time. But he told me drinking is not a problem in his life. So he's off these medications. He's drinking a lot. He even drank during the work week when he told me he doesn't drink during the work week. Not that last time, EF. I don't know. I plead the fifth. but it doesn't matter anymore because it is too much work, Jab, but which would be okay. I would do what I had to do as long as the other person's putting in effort too. But if you're not gonna put any effort, then probably it's possible. That's wondering what I'm wondering, B. Nancy. I wonder if he does have a personality disorder, and he just because he mentioned the PTSD, and I don't know why he wouldn't have told me anything else. No, BT, I don't want it to go on. I don't want to date anybody. Like I said, I didn't want to even date him. That's the whole point. That's what pisses me off. I told him I did not. I told him I was scared to death of dating. I promised myself I was not going to be dating. I liked my life. I don't. You know, he still pursued me, told me to just, go with it, just stop overthinking things, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, cool. He made me feel comfortable. So we did start like dating, and then he pulls this bullshit. Like, hello, why did you even start pursue me like that for all those weeks, years, really? I shouldn't say years because it's on and off. Like he's been trying to get me, and this is the first time. Like this time's the first time he really actually asked if I'd like to go do something sometime. And I told him I'm just not really wanting to date. I told him I just got a relationship and everything, you know. Um, but no, I made an exception. He made me think. I even asked. I mean, the cigarettes and the alcohol. I was like, I don't think. Oh my god! I when he told me that, I was like, these alarms were going off in my head. I'm like, that's my whole. I was like, never would I, because I knew I would not date. I was like, I'm not going to date an older guy again. No more, nobody over 5 years younger or older. But I didn't even want to date. But if I ever did date, he's my age because we went to school together. But the other stipulations was no drink, no drugs, drinking, and no smoking. And then there's other things too, but he had all that stuff. I mean, he's got ambition and goals and stuff like that, and and there's several things I have, but I mean, the smoking, I mean, there was the smoking and drinking, yeah, but that was definitely, I was like, oh no, like that it caused such a problem, the smoking in my last relationship. I was never going there again. I was really not wanting to go there, and then we went ahead and I went ahead and gave in eventually and went out, and it was perfect. I mean, I wish I could explain it to you, but everything was just so perfect. He's was complete gentleman. He was so nice. He was just, similar to what I remember in high school. He was fun and funny and sweet and everything. Considerate, texts me all day, even while work, every morning, every night, during the day, send me pictures throughout the day, tell me he's thinking of me, miss me. Um, we didn't tell each other we loved each other or anything because I mean, obviously, but pretty much everything up to that. And he was very much an active participant. It was very much actually him at first. Okay. But what changed is that, first of all, we were never expecting that to happen. He hasn't been in a serious relationship for years. He was married 9 years, I haven't been together for like, I don't know, 6 years at least. I don't know. But how do you, I don't understand how somebody goes from that and just switches. He just changed, you know? I can't, I'm trying to give perspective and stuff, but it just didn't make sense. Like, I told him I thought we were too far away from each other. I would cry, I would not cry to him, but I'd be, like, freaking out, like, "I don't think we should do this um, because we're not gonna be able to see each other." Or, his living situation, my situation, my daughter, just everything I was mentioning to him, everything, my concerns, and he would just, tell me to stop overthinking things, just relax, and it made sense at the time, but all these concerns that I shared with him, I had every reason to have, obviously, because they all fucking happen. Okay, it looks like he does possibly have some issue with alcohol. Uh, so that, it does look like, I mean, he's obviously, it does look like did have, a reason to worry about seeing each other because I haven't seen him now. I mean, you know what I mean? And I asked him, I'm like, how many times do you think that like we should be hanging out? He's like, I don't know, like 2, 3 times a week. I'm like, really? I go, that'd be a dream. I don't even see you like once a week, really. Are you serious? I don't know if he doesn't get that. But it does seem like the alcohol is more of a problem than he's willing to admit. It's all really sad, but I'm not, I'm like I said, I'm over the he was completely cold to me today, so turned out he was definitely pushed me down a place. Wow. Well, EF actually he agreed to not drink around me and stuff. But the thing is, but the thing is, like I changed that I was like I let that one slide for that one time that, um, we hung out at that place because I don't know, I was gonna, possibly get some Delta 8 and stuff, so I was like, "Well, whatever." But then I don't know. So, but then I started to notice, though, well, okay, this drinking takes priority, and it would've definitely I can totally tell, like, I would if I don't wanna be around him when he's drinking, I will probably never see him because drinking is like I think, more of a priority than he's willing to admit. Because since I've been talking to him, every single week, he was drinking with his dad every freaking week on his days off. Every the first his first night off before his 2 days, he was drinking with his dad. Doesn't think, "Oh, well, I haven't seen Adrian for a week. Let maybe we can hang out." No, it's alcohol. That's what's going on. He won't admit it. I mean, that's a big problem. What's a big part of what's going on, I think. I don't drink, Eden. Yeah, but I'm not wanting to I don't want to meet a guy, though. So I guess it doesn't really I don't go after men. What I think there's a couple people are still confused. Eden and BT, you guys are still very confused. I've said this a million times, and I don't mean this mean at all. I just feel like I've said this a million times, but I understand people can't watch everything and didn't see everything play out. I mean, there's no way they can, have time for all that. But that's the thing. He pursued me. I don't go after any effing men ever. I don't ever approach a guy or go after guys. I can't think of I can't think of any time I've fucking done that. I do not go after men. I do not drink. Haven't drank anything for years. He I went to high school with him and he started messaging me. He started messaging me years ago, randomly, very randomly. But, he started messaging me a few months ago and I went to high school with him and he started asking like, we should hang out and catch up and then, it kind of pursued from there, went from there. And I told him I don't want a relationship. I don't want sex either. So I was very upfront because I could tell, like, okay, this is more than just like, oh, how have you been doing? I could tell, like, where he was going, that he was pursuing me, but he tried to get me to relax about the whole thing, and eventually I gave in and we went out. I did not want to date people. So this is not like I don't need advice on how to I'm just like venting, I guess, a little bit. So I don't need advice on how to get a guy. I've had plenty of guys and I don't want a guy. I've always had long relationships. I cannot tell you guys the last time I've this is probably the longest time I've actually ever been single in my life. What, 6, 7, 8 months? And and it was really not really like I mean, and I see him, the ex, every day almost. So it's not doesn't seem much different. So I like being alone. I mean, if I keep getting these freaking $450 electric bills, I don't know if I'm going to be able to be alone. But I couldn't believe it. I opened my electric bill today, $450 almost. I don't want any B12, really. So yeah, as we go to someone sex with camp at all. No, I didn't mean you specifically, Lana. I'm sorry. I just, I mean, maybe I will ask for advice if I get to that point of where I would want to date. You know what I mean? I don't drink. Oh, game episode on your channel, three-handed pick. Be with a woman. I mean, I suppose it's whoever I fall in love with. If I was ever to date, um, it's just whoever I fall in love with, whoever that is. But I just don't think that that's not what I want because at all. I like being alone at this point. Antidepressants do kill your sex drive for sure. I know. I don't know. My electricity bill is so high. I don't get it. It's usually way less than that. I mean, last month was 300 something. I know it is the summer, so I'm guessing this one's probably gonna be like the most expensive of them all. But wow, 400 and freaking $35 is what it is. Who's shaming because of choices regarding sexuality? Wait. Hmm. Probably North Carolina girl because that's crazy. Oh, I don't know. I just got it today, Cali girl. I just opened that today and I about freaking fell over. That's how much mine was last month, BT. Thank you, Breeze. My electric company is Duke. Dang. Well, what did you say, Eden? About, oh, you mean about the that or being with a girl? I'm just gonna be with whoever if I ever date again, which like I've always said. I don't know how many times I've said on here that I didn't want to date. I can't even count. And this is well before I met or hung. Sorry, I shouldn't say met because I knew him, but before I started hanging out with him. Said it since the history of this. Well, since I got out of the relationship, I didn't want to be in a relationship. I'm I like being alone. And it's this thing. The day before I decided to go out with Jason, do you know my daughter says to me before I even ever even thought about going out with him. She says you need to get out more and meet guys and get a boyfriend and date and do stuff with guys and meet a guy. Next day I go out. Next day I agree to hang out with him. I even told her. I told my daughter. I was like, "Why?" Like she's like, "So you'll be happy." I'm like, "I am happy. I'm happy like this though. I don't want to date. What if I like being alone?" All right. I might go ahead. What I might go ahead and do is since this didn't even I didn't I talked for about an hour. Well, actually, here I want to share this video. I might restart the stream to do my packages and stuff so I can leave this one up. Because I'll take down the one when I start playing music and stuff. Since so, but I want to play this video, or This is such a funny video that was done on Exhibit A, and I don't. People keep asking me if I know whose channel this is, and I swear to God, I do not know who this channel is. I promise you. And I don't know why people. I mean, if they would only watch the person's like last video or video before, they would see it's not somebody that's really technically just a Ziggy supporter really, because they made a video, I guess, which I didn't see it, where they were talking about my raffle, and I'm actually glad to remember to talk about this. So I do need to leave this video up and start the stream over because people need. I want people to know I was very transparent about that whole raffle thing. Um, I don't know why Exhibit A took that raffle that way and try to make it seem like I don't know. This is what I'm told. I have not watched the Exhibit A video that about it because I didn't want to get all upset or whatever because it's bullshit. I mean, I was asked the day of the raffle was this for the electricity bill because somebody had for the lady who had the electric bill, and I said no in front of everybody. It never it I never presented it like that. That was just an idea. I kind of you guys know that I process my feeling or I process my thoughts on here. Anything that comes to my head, I'm talking about and I'm processing out loud. So when I had somebody contact me about some, her friend's electric bill, who is a sub here, like I don't really know him. I've talked to him a few times, especially just recently. But the person who came to me and asked to help, I really respect. But the problem was the bill was like really high. And also, there was only like 2 or 3 days to come up with money before it was totally shut off. And then she would have to pay a reconnect fee and stuff. And then another thing that really made things even much more difficult is that it was the end of the month, right? Or something, or I don't know. My bills are throughout the month, but anyways, at that time it was just like the worst time for me to be able to do something like that for somebody because what I was going to have to do to come up with that money so that I wouldn't have to just ask people straight up for the money because all the channels that are complaining about the fact that I paid my own bills with my own money instead of somebody else's, why don't you raise money for these people yourself? And there's a reason, and it's because you haters that I can't just like put a link and ask for people to donate to it, and also to the people who scam. I don't like to just put out a link and be like, "Hey, can you donate for this person?" So, what did I have to do? Sell my own product or raffle off my own product to make the money for her electric bill. My own product was my thought. I went to people and I asked them, it's like several people. It was only 2 or 3 days to figure it out, and I was stressing because I'm like, "Oh my god, I have, like" at that time, a $350 that's why I remember telling people I have a $350 electric bill on my own, and, I don't even really have the money right now, and so I was gonna do a sale to make my own bills. So, that's so this all happened at the wrong time, and I didn't give anybody I didn't have there was not enough time to give anybody much false hope. There was only a period of 24 hours that I said I was gonna try to make that happen. There was no time. Had I had more time, like, even a week, there was just I'm trying to let you guys know the context and the situation I was in. Plus, also, why are people who I've never seen anybody else, like, do something like that. Why does everybody put so much, like, responsibility on me? Like, you know? Why should I have to sell all my stuff to make a bill for somebody else? Like, if you guys wanna I need people to help me. Like, if you wanna donate product to help with it, yeah, I would've loved to. Or it would've helped. I was going to try it anyways, but yeah, like, if people, if somebody needs to make some money for a friend's bill or something, and, you have products that I could, well, we can't do raffles anymore, but, you know, I wouldn't mind using my platform for something like that. I'll help, but I can't. And it's kind of my fault agreeing that I would try to make it happen. And I'm sorry for this, you know, day that they did think that, maybe I was going to actually help. And because I hate that. I do. I always like to, I try to be as honest as possible, and I don't like to give false hope. And I try to help when I can. If I don't help somebody, if something like that comes up, I promise you, it's because I just absolutely could not make it happen without just asking people to donate. And I don't want to do that. I will not take in money, for somebody's bills or something like that directly, because no, it's just causes too many problems. I never, I was, had been talking about doing a sale myself to make money for my bills when this electric bill situation came up. I had already been talking about that. So I did not try to mislead people for what that money from the raffle was going towards. And I didn't make money on that, by the way. I mean, I guess, I mean, when you talk about like actually making money, the what I paid for the product, I didn't take any more in for it, more than likely. I don't know, I didn't add up every little thing, but I didn't it I would have made a lot more had I sold everything individually. I guess I should have probably done that, but I I was kinda needing the fast money, I guess. I don't know, and I thought it'd be might be kinda fun. I didn't think about it being an issue, like, with legalities and stuff. I don't know why I didn't think about that. But no, I never misled people or told people that raffle was going for that electric bill. Please find where I ever said that was for somebody's electric bill. That was just an idea that I was going to do. I was trying to, like, talk with you guys with ideas on how can we make this happen. You need a new car? Oh, yeah. Like, she should freaking talk. Where's her freaking lawyer, Anna? Where's her lawyer? Where's all the money that her subs gave her for a lawyer? Why don't she post the real chair that you purchased instead of a freaking picture of the chair in an ad? Supposedly, she posted some picture of some type of office chair that people donated for her to get, but she didn't show a picture of the actual chair. She took a picture of the freaking ad online. How much money has she taken in under false pretenses? She's just Bomb Nasty 2.0. What the hell do you mean? Oh my god, again. This is not about you. Yes, oh my god, look, she's here! She's here! Stalker alert! God, you are such a stalker. Thank you. You just broke the protection order. By the way, has the Secretary of the State of Ohio served you yet, you fucking stalker? You did take money for the lawyer. You did, liar. I have screenshots from several people where you were collecting money in a Discord for a lawyer. You did not go. You lied. You took in money like you needed one for a lawyer. You had a lawyer fund, remember? The lawyer fund? You didn't say lawyer, you didn't have anything with a lawyer about a lawyer fund. Yeah, you did. I don't know why you're in here. You need to get a life. Like, seriously. Why are you in here? Like, for real. God, you are such a stalker. And reap what you sow. I wasn't talking about you. It was about this situation. It had nothing to do with you. It had nothing to do with you. Had to do with a video put out saying that I misrepresented my raffle with my products. It had nothing to do with you. I can talk about situations happened in my life. Did I say it was you, reap what you sow? Like, why did you go just announce to everybody it was you? Like, if it bothers you, why are you talking about it in the chat and letting everybody know it's you? I'm not reap what you sow. I was not mad at you at all. It's not your fault. I'm just saying, like, I'm just talking about something else. It was not about you. Like, I know it was about your situation, but it wasn't about you. Cannot believe she just popped out of the fucking woodwork like that. What a fucking cockroach, dude. You gotta be kidding me. I cannot believe that fucking bitch just came in here like that. She has a lot of nerve. What a psycho. You've got to be fucking kidding me, dude. No, I don't want people to judge and somebody's struggling because that's why I try to help people because I've struggled several times too. So I mean I'm sorry. I don't mean to embarrass anybody because I really don't. That's why I'm like just stop announcing that it's you. I'm sorry. I was when she came in, I was really irritated because I was seeing your message and I saw hers at the same time, and blood pressure like through the roof. Like, what the hell are you doing here? You serious nerve, girl. Just post. I mean, you post this stuff like what about this thing where you call the police about your stalk this person filming your house. You're so full of shit. Such a fucking liar, dude. What about how you got busted in the face and tried to make everybody think that you fell off your porch and you have MS. You have absolutely collected money for a lawyer fund. Oh, thank you for dating game host. Oh, thank you, Jab. I hope Jab's still in here. And thank you so much, Aisha. She deleted all her posts. I don't know, but I do have screenshots where she was collecting for. I have tons of screenshots where she was collecting for a freaking lawyer fund. I mean, I just don't want to search. I don't even know why. Why should it? I don't think I should have to prove that because I thought that was common knowledge. Why is she watching me? We're sitting here. What the fuck is wrong with her, dude? Here, this is a good time to play this video.
Why are you so obsessed with me?
Because I'm obsessed. And I am obsessed. I'm not gonna front.
Ziggy, you have a stalker. Her name is Zigzigziggy.
I don't know how I listen that long. I don't know how it happens. It has to be an addiction thing. It has to be.
Six-Up's addiction is absolutely Ziggy. She is addicted to Ziggy.
There's a reason my channel grew so quick, right? There's a reason why people listen, right? I have 183 people at 12:30 p.m. on a weekday. I don't think all of them are hate watching. Probably a lot, but come on.
Six-Up built her channel on Ziggy. Every night, like clockwork, Six-Up spent hours talking about Ziggy. But, like, how long do you go on for before you're like, all right, this is a little bit overkill, right?
When I hear that Ziggy's getting off, she's only been live for like 2-3 hours and she's getting off and she's going to go gaming. You know what I hear? Somebody's got a boyfriend.
This is Six-Up content today. Your obsession is real, girlfriend. Your addiction is a problem.
I have no problem at all cutting a bitch off. And that means any bitch and anything that affects my life in a negative manner is an addiction.
Are there meetings for people who are addicted to other people? When women are addicted to other women in an unhealthy way, who are fixated on other women, you need to sign up. Call for help. Six-Up needs some counseling and a little bit of direction on how to get over her obsession and addiction to Ziggy.
Why is her streams getting shorter? Why isn't she going live?
She's live about Ziggy again. It's been 30 whole days. Shit, it's been 60 days, 90 days, 120 days. Every night. Every night.
I'm psychotic, guys. I'm glad she doesn't know me in real life.
What is wrong with you?
Somebody just said Six-Up live without me again. Like, she needs to get a life. Like, really? Well, girl, I made it clear that I was going to come for you. Do you think I was fucking joking?
No, bitch. Check yourself at the door. You're addicted to Ziggy. You have been living, breathing, shitting, eating Ziggy for like what? 10 months?
It doesn't even make sense to have so much hate for somebody like immediate like that.
Girl, I don't hate you. Okay? I don't hate you.
I hear that she had phone call, like our phone call recorded, or like one phone call we ever had. She had it recorded.
How about the facts? We talked 4 times. Every single time you called me. It was all you, darling. All you. I was kind of thinking, like, why is she even calling me? Like, does she want me?
I have something you're passionate about besides Ziggy. Because if I didn't know any better, I would think you liked pussy. You say you have a boyfriend, but I'm willing to bet maybe you go both ways, or maybe you just want in Ziggy's pants. But I'm willing to bet you probably lick it. You might as well go stick your tongue right in between her legs. Six-Up. Mwah.
I like how it ends. I need to go to church. It's like, yes, you do need God in your life. No, it's not because I want to take her to Tennessee. I thought it could have. Well, I don't think it is exactly from that. I thought possibly at the time that's what started her resentment towards me. I thought that's what started it because when it actually happened, what had happened at that time, around that time, like that day, was actually not really a big enough deal to go to the extent that she did. So that's why I thought it had to be more than just her, getting mad because I said to her like out loud, not mentioning her name or her screen name or anything. I said, "Can the person who just text me please stop sending me negative things people are saying about me?" I said, "I've told you a million times." Well, then, she gets all literal and texts me and said, "You never told me that." And said, "I never told me a million times." And blah, blah, blah. And, I'm like, "I'm sorry. I apologized to her and stuff." And that was it. The next day she was live about me. She has 6 monitors. She would come in my streams. Okay. You know how you don't know who's all we see is text, okay, and a little picture. She came on my streams. I don't know who she is, and she's talking about needing a coat, asking if anybody has a size extra large coat. Um, because she can't find one anywhere. I thought it was a joke until every freaking night she's coming in the chat mentioning a freaking coat. Nonstop, like, which is fine. Like, if I knew if she really needed some, that's fine. But the thing, I was just commenting on because, as somebody said in the chat, yeah, she did do that. She was big into the Summer Wells case. Like, as far as following it, I was the person she watched. She was all about me. Then suddenly just because one time she felt like I was a little mean to her. When I didn't even say her name. Like, nobody would have ever known I was talking about her. But we're not talking about that, Rennie. I'm glad you look at. I hope you put like positive things about me in her chat, but I really doubt it. I don't think I really care any of her positive attributes. Oh, but she does this. Oh, but I don't care about what those things. Oh, but she's done this. Oh, but the court has fucking ordered her to stop bothering me. How about that? Okay? I don't care about her positive attributes. I just want her to leave me alone. It's been going on way too long. This is it's 8 months. Everybody has positive attributes. I'm not going to sit here. I don't care. Definitely don't fucking care about her positive attributes in this conversation. This is the one everybody who comes to this channel knows that this is the one person that gets no passes at anything. I'll forgive her when if she ever gets to that point, but I will never, be accepting of her in any way. I ignore her anyways. That's the whole. I mean, I just and soon it will all for sure be over with because the Secretary of her state is will be serving her. So you're welcome, Six Up. You better watch that website and see what it changes because I can violate you after that. Should be changing any day now. It doesn't matter if you're at the same address or not. So no sense in moving like you planned just to avoid to be served with a protection order so that you can just be even more psycho. CT, I know. Seriously. I mean, especially here. It's like, why would I mean, I don't mean to be mean, but like it just seems to be like Brittany, you do that a lot but you don't do it in her chat for me. Is like what's irritating. Like that's all she does all day long is talk about me. But you're seriously gonna come in here and start talking like her positive attributes. Like anybody in here gives a fuck about that bitch. And it's not like she's just any, it's not like it's a little bit different. She's in one category, and then there's all the rest of the haters, okay? We're not talking about Tiffany Marie or even things. I mean, me and Tiffany I think have a truce thing going on. So I mean, that's nothing. She's nowhere close to Six Up, never has been. Or I don't know any of them. Hippie, I don't know, just the receipts. All of them. I don't even like to say their names. Any of the haters, they're all separate. Like Six Up's in her own. She's the only one I have a protective order against, and there's a reason. A court ordered it. Okay? You don't like it, you go back to court. That's how the fuck our country works. File with the court that you don't agree with it. Show up or shut the fuck up, dude. Like for real. Go file with the court, handle it through the courts. So old. Yeah, I said that she's been sitting here and watching Lip Lock. It's like, really? We know you're watching. You're my biggest fan. But it's like a fatal attraction type. I've never had something like this, guys. It's crazy. Not to, I've had guys like get be psycho and stuff, but this is just weird to me. Kind of creeps me out. It really does. And I'm not trying to be funny or exaggerate stuff, but it's freaking weird to me. Really does creep me out on a real level. And that's why I got the protective order. I don't just get protective orders because the person talked bad about me. Isn't that a little extreme? And it's not like you can do that anyways. You have to show proof. Because otherwise people would do that all the time. The only time that people get screwed real bad in protection orders is in domestic situations. Yes, you can get a protective order against somebody even if they didn't do anything to you. Really, if they didn't abuse you, you can get one if you're in a partnership, like if they live in the same household. in Indiana, anyways. You just go in, they give you a temporary one. You at least get a temporary one. Then you can say, oh, you had a protective order against that person. It could look really bad, make people look bad. But just like how Amber Heard got the protective order, they automatically give people in domestic relationships, as soon as you file, they give you that protective order temporarily until you go to court. You automatically get it. Let's say the person doesn't go to court, well, then that's when a lot of times default thing might happen. But in instances like mine, where they don't give you the temporary and you have to actually prove your case. You can't just be like, yes, I would like a protection order because you just can't do that. And you don't get it by default. It doesn't, only in instances of domestic partnerships can that happen. And that's it. And that's because they like to be on the better safe than sorry type thing. It's like, well, this person could be lying about, needing a protective order, and they could be doing it for, they could be not being honest, but we're better safe than sorry. You seem to be siding with not six. Yes, all the time. But I like Rennie. She does that shit all the time, though. And it'd be one thing if it was like just, she did it with both of us. Like she would be over there saying, nice things about me and stuff, but it doesn't work like that. It's always her talking bad about me. Not in a mean way, but it's always like kind of like against me in a way. But I do like most. That's the thing. That's the thing that always confuses with me with Renee, and that's why she's been the one that I've, you know, I probably have kind of went off on her more than anybody. You're the lucky wiener. Because I don't know ever how to take her. But usually I do love her comments, and I think she makes great points and is wise and stuff. But I don't. There's certain instances I'm like, dude, are you trying to like what is this? And it's not just with stuff. It's also it's happened with other things. But you were in just the receipts. You were definitely in just the receipts. I saw that. That's why that night when I saw you, I went on, or that one time, the last time that, not this time, but the last time that I really, well, it might have not been even the last time, it might have been a time before that, that I kind of went off on you. The reason why I went off like more easily than usual is because I had just seen you in I had just had got screenshots of you in just the receipts chat, and the things you were saying were just kind of, you know, not nice. You were pointing out things like about me that you didn't agree with or just that you disliked, you know. So I just saw those. They weren't exactly mean, but they weren't exactly nice either. And it was in just the receipts. And so when you came in there and you made a comment that kind of like rubbed me the wrong way, yeah, I like kind of flipped. But it's okay, like, because I've always tried to tell people, like, I want people to have their own opinions and stuff. But I can't promise that I'm not gonna freak out sometimes. Like, I'll get over it, like I always do in 5-10 minutes. But I'm just saying you're allowed to have your. I want people to have their opinion in here, and you can be in whoever's chat you want. Like that's stupid. I don't like creators being like I don't know. I don't agree with that. The whole thing. Oh, you can't come in here because you hang out at Six Ups or JTRs, whatever. Even though I don't see why. The one that does bother me when I see people in Six Ups because that room, I think that is, like I said, in a whole other category. There's Six Up and then there's the others. And see, Six Up, her content, is always all it's about. 95% of the time is me trashing me. That's always, I mean, it's always 100% of the time mentioned in all her lives is me. Why would somebody go to a channel day after day after day after day after day after day for months where the content is solely about me, lies, and that are lies. Oh, most are lies, or highly exaggerated. You'll see that day after day, but it come in here and I don't know. It does rub me the wrong way, but I have to try to look the other way when I see it because if I'm going to be fair about all opinions and stuff, and about who can or people go on other chats and stuff, then can't get I can't get mad about her, but I can't promise that I won't kind of in the back of my mind be like, why does somebody want to go to a chat and watch something? I mean, I'm not talking just to kind of be like, let's see what she's saying about Ziggy now. I'm talking about the ones that are there faithfully and then are pretty regularly, but just and they seem to enjoy it in there and stuff. Because some people will go just to be like, watch how freaking crazy she gets because it's kind of insane. But I get that, but it's not usually like they're on their schedule. Oh, Six Up's on, gotta go. Right, yeah. I don't I mean, all I'm saying about that when I say that stuff is that I mean, I'm not saying people can't be it has nothing to do about people being blocked over here or whatever. I'm talking about I try not I just want people to have their own opinions, but like obviously we know Six Up's over here just like starting or talking shit. I don't want Six Up here, like really. Or, I mean, why would I want her here of all people? It was mean and cruel. It is. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. How do you have a channel that's supposed to be about a creator that you feel like you have to take down and it's your sole mission to take down because you feel like this person is a bully, mean girl, and a scammer. So you've got to take them down. Okay, your whole channel is about that. Well, you're literally the same exact thing that you claim I am. Collecting money for freaking lawyers that you don't go to and never get. Buying stuff you do not show. You don't ship freaking stuff that you say you're giving to people. Scam, scam, scam. Lie, lie, lie. Oh no, you didn't have to pay me to say. Don't send me money. Ah, I won't yell at you. I don't I was mad because I saw one of your texts. It wasn't that's when you said that, it reminded me of one of your texts, and I couldn't respond to because I was busy, and it just like kind of remind me of it because it kind of upset me when I saw it because I did my best to. I didn't say who you were. I did my best to make sure that you knew, like, I didn't want to embarrass you or um let anybody know who you were or, and my situation, the reason why that we had talked about it is because the video is being made about me and the raffle, but it has nothing to do with you though. It's just the lies that they're saying, right, Lana? And that's how a lot of people have been here for almost a year now, like almost every day. And so they've learned to know me as a person. Plus, we might text occasionally or might be in a Discord message, occasionally or whatever. Over time, like, yeah, you get to kind of know what's true about the person, seems you get a better understanding of their character, the type of person they are. So a lot of people can occasionally be like protective of me or other people that they've around, seen every day, other creators because I don't know. I've definitely seen it with several people in here, and I really and I really appreciate it. I worry, more about people. I don't want people getting into any like drama or anything because of defending me, Um, but people get like that because they know it's a lie. Like a lot of the stuff, they just know it's such like, and it's such. These people are such hypocrites and such. They're the actual scammers. I mean, come on, look at what happened with Bomb Nasty. Are you kidding me? You've got to be kidding me. That bitch, I didn't even know who she was. Like, I heard of her from the drama community, and she came out like a bull with huge horns coming at me, like straight for me. I'm like, whoa, who the hell are you? Scammer! Scammer! Grifter! Just going nuts, trying to say how, horrible of a person I am, and I'm a bully. I'm like, wow. So I start getting emails about who this person is and amount of money she's scammed from people. And then, you know, come to find out, Tiffany Marie does a video today of all the money she was freaking taking in from people for bills, like a ridiculous amount. I mean, way more than she could have ever needed for bills. Thousands. Hypocrite much? Yeah, she found to find new victims. But people still wanted to believe her. Some people still wanted to hang out there and believe her bullshit on me, just because they didn't like me. Just she was doing exactly what Six Up did. She was actually, yeah, there's a lot of Six Up wannabes. They will never be Six Up. Even I know, weird, but she's in a whole different category of psycho. So, but I mean, they're pretty close, many of them. But they keep, yeah, there's a whole bunch of like Six Up wannabes making channels and trying to get views. Well, I purposely would not say Bomb's name because I knew what she was doing. I learned off Six Up. Then I learned off other people that did the same thing that would get mad at me and then do what Six Up did. Other people's channels I'm not going to say because they want me to. It gets some views. So I would purposely not mention her. She would send me text. Oh, this might be a good time to show these. Oh, she sent me 2 emails and 1 huge text. How she got my number, who she got it from, who knows? Probably Six Up. Didn't respond. Didn't respond to her emails. Didn't even address them on my channel. I don't even think I mentioned them because I didn't I didn't want to acknowledge her at all. I didn't even read her messages. I screenshot them and sent them to people and said, like, here, if you want to read it. But I didn't read it because I can already tell it's hateful and I don't want to see it. Let's see. Let me see if I can find that text. Oh. So on June 18th. Well, let's see. I found the text message, but I want to find that was the last thing. Pretty sure there was 2 emails. So give me 1 second. Might have just been 1 email. I thought there was 2. Maybe from a different. What's her real name? Okay, okay. Found an email. This is going to be weird reading this because I did not read it. Okay, so there's that. Let me see if there's one more email. Let's see. What's her real name? Let me think. Okay, I remember. I swear I got another email from her. I don't know. All right, well, I'll just show these 2. My memory is not the best, like I said before. Okay. Oh, thank you so much, Lady CG. And thank you, Sandra, so much for this the super chat or the super sticker. Sorry. Let me see here. Okay. Here we go. Let's read this together, I guess. And then I have to get off here and start into stream and do these packages. So I'm already getting tired and I have to get these done. Okay, is this it? I get this email randomly. Never spoke this girl. I was seriously, purposely trying to ignore her because she was going for me hardcore because at the time, I guess it was the cool thing to do. But now, since, eyes are on her anyways, I feel like might as well put this out there because I've never talked about it or mentioned it because I didn't want her to get views. Oh, thank you, Sandra. Catch yourself to. Yeah, there's been so many. Anytime that I've had somebody run over to Six Ups and be mad at me and like seriously trash me for freaking months because I didn't. Okay, let's see. There's so many. The craziest. Snooks is one of them. She felt like my chat was mean to her, and she freaking took it out on me. She came up on my panel drunk AF. We went over that clip or the part where that happened like months later to see how I reacted because she claimed I was so horrible to her. And I was like overly nice to her. It was sickening. Then she emailed me for a few days after that talking about how depressed and sad she was over, how what happened on my panel and stuff. And I would talk to her and just, try to make her feel better and stuff. Then she runs to freaking Six Up like I'm the most horrible person ever. When I did nothing but try to help her. Then we have Zoots and Boots. Used to come around all the time in the beginning. Like she would, she had sometimes some odd comments, and so that's why she stuck out to me. And her name just looked Zoots and Boots. It was cool. So she had a litter of puppies. And she was telling the chat about it and telling everybody how what she named them. Well, she was talking how she was going to name one Summer and one Moon, and then she said that, I'm going to name one Ziggy. I was like, oh, are you serious? And she named one of the puppies Ziggy. I thought it was so cute. Well, I guess later on, I don't know, this is during the time that I was getting 100 emails a day. So, I didn't see everybody. It was, I was getting a crazy amount of emails at that time. And she was emailing me about something in her personal life that was going on. How depressed she was and stuff and some, something like that. And it was a lot of emails about that stuff. And I was, responded, but I don't know what she went over to Six Ups because she felt like I wasn't there for her. And she goes, I named one of my puppies after Ziggy, and she wasn't there for me when I needed her. I'm like, I've never even text with you or talked to you on the phone. What? Those are just examples what people like turn on me for and go over to Six Ups. Like, there's the stupidest stuff. That woman's behavior was horrendous, and you let her talk too much, so others stepped up to let her know the questions she was asking were not appropriate. She had no social. I know. Make a confession in your chat that I don't like her, and she is the only one I can remember strongly disliking. Oh, who's that? Snooks? Tom Show was allowed to ask TM followers for money in exchange for her going after Ziggy. I sure hope to God that's not true. I really hope that's not true. Wouldn't surprise me, but I hope that's not true. And why I say wouldn't surprise me, it's no dig against any creator. It's just like creators on you and the shit that happens on YouTube in general. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to read this actually. Here, I'll put it on here so people can pause and read it because I'm going to get off here. I don't want to read it. There's no point in reading this, but I'll do this so that if you guys want to go back, pause, rewind and pause, because I'm going to get off here and then restart because I have to get these packages done. I'll end up talking about for an hour over this. So here's the email. Just come back, rewind, and you should be able to pause it on those. Sorry, I need to get these packages done. So I will be back in just a second, but I probably on the backup channel because I'm gonna get packages done. So I'll change the title of this one and leave this one up, and I will see you guys in a second on the backup.